Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Thank you for saying like that, like me. Yes. Today, my husband and I will talk about ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. Eh. When did you do your first ayahuasca experience, ayahuasca ceremony?
2014
Where was it?
in Peru, just outside of Culca.
Pisac.
Pisac, yeah.
Because
Just outside of Culca.
I remember because I was with you.
Of course. It was in the middle of Culca, Pisac.
How was it? Would you tell us some more ayahuasca, that what you know about it, and plus why did you decide to do ayahuasca? Yeah.
Okay, so ayahuasca, a plant from the Amazon, is mixed with a couple other plants to create a medicine. And ayahuasca is a vine; it's found in the jungle, but people have been doing it in the Amazon rainforest for a long time. And a lot of people do it for their own reasons, find themselves, cure some illnesses, or new experiences. And it helps a lot of people do a lot of different things. So the experience itself for us, I guess, was we cleansed our body. We ate a proper diet of no meat, no fried foods, no dairy. I think I don't remember the exact diet. It was 9 years ago, but we ate little herbs, but to keep our body clean. And then it was a full moon when we went to Pisac and took the van out to this ceremony building. And then there was, there's probably like 50 people there. And there was a very large ceremony room, and there was circles. The ceiling had kind of like opened up. There was a plexiglass on top that you could, the moonlight shone through, but there was 3 different levels, so we were all around the circle room, and everybody was given a mat, a blanket,
And a bucket.
and toilet paper.
Also, yes. Bunch of.
And we needed all of the things, lots of blankets. So the shaman talked about the experience we were going to have, and the experience started. Kind of told us what to kind of expect, what to, I guess, from a ceremony perspective, what to expect. And then we started it. We drank this. The ayahuasca drink is horrible tasting.
Yes.
Probably the worst thing I've ever tasted. It's very acidic.
Extremely bitter.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And not acidic, alkaline. The most alkaline substance, I think. Opposite of acidic, but yeah. So then 30 or 40 minutes after drinking the ayahuasca, the effects start to happen, for some people.
But just talk about yours, yeah?
Talk about mine.
Yeah, your experience. Your that full moon ayahuasca ceremony experience. What did you experience? What do you remember from it?
What do I remember from it? The things that really stick out in my mind to this day were I went outside. At the time I was smoking cigarettes, and I went outside to smoke a cigarette a couple hours into the ceremony, and these flowers were blossoming, the full moon blossoms, and with the moon shining down, and the flowers were white, and they were just like glowing flowers. I remember that. It was one of the most vivid things I remember. And then the fire, there was a fire outside that people could go to, kind of a safe area. I went over there as well.
There was a bonfire, yeah, big bonfire, very big.
Afterwards, at the end of the ceremony, like after people listen, I don't know, it must have been 4 or 5 hours later.
Yeah.
They brought out plates of fruit, fresh fruit.
Yeah.
And it just was like, tasted so delicious, so vivid. The ceremony itself, I don't remember a lot of the ceremony right now. I remember bits and pieces of, like, I remember you, because you were next to me you're in the next mat.
Yeah.
And you were crying out.
Crying, screaming,
Screaming,
yelling.
yeah.
Mine was pretty intense.
Intense. Oh, I do remember at one point that I was facing the wall.
You were talking with wall, man. That time, ayahuasca didn't kick me in.
Didn't kick in for you yet.
Didn't kick in for me. So I was myself, and I was watching you, and you put the blanket on you, and you were facing to the wall, and you were talking with wall. But I couldn't understand your words though. A very weird, strange conversation was going on over there. Do you remember what wall was telling you?
Not at all. But that's one of the things about ayahuasca is you go into your deeper consciousness. You go into you are some of your maybe past traumas or just experiences. You're able to face those experiences. And even though I don't remember them now at this present time, 9 years later, at the time it was a very impactful moment for me. I do actually now that I'm talking about it, I remember I had this feeling of like floating.
Ah, yes, I remember you told me this, yeah.
Like I was looking down at myself from a higher perspective, like looking down. I don't remember much more about it. It's unfortunate, and time goes by and I forget details, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but you didn't tell us why you decided to do ayahuasca ceremony.
Why did I decide to do it?
Yeah.
Especially at that time in my life, I was very experimental. I'd never heard of ayahuasca before going to Calca.
Before Peru?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did. No, maybe one person in my life had talked about it 10 years prior to that, but it wasn't something that had ever stuck in my mind, and it just. So I was like, all right, I'll go along for the ride. I'll experiment and see what this is, and it definitely left an impression on me.
Yeah. How many times you did ayahuasca ceremonies?
4 or 5 ayahuasca ceremonies. A couple less than you.
Right? Yeah. Which one was the most effective one on you?
There was one. It was also in Pisac, at Diego's other.
That one, Diego's retreat center.
Yeah.
The first one, Diego's ayahuasca ceremony center. The second one we did with Diego was the Diego's retreat center.
Yeah. It was. I remember walking outside around all those eucalyptus trees.
Yeah.
And I was crawling. I couldn't walk.
Oh, why?
I don't know exactly why. I wasn't able to walk on 2 feet. But I was outside, and I wanted to be outside and feel the soil in my hands.
I remember that time you talk about the stars though. Do you remember?
Yeah, they opened up.
Yeah.
The skies in South America, around Machu Picchu, all that area, were unbelievably gorgeous.
Yeah, that's definitely right.
Far away from cities and just full Milky Way galaxy just opened up.
Now, you ask me.
Yeah. So why did you do ayahuasca, and what brought you to that place?
Yes, I was already interested in shamanism before I went to South America, and I already read a book about the healing plants like ayahuasca, San Pedro, peyote, all sort of plants that I read that book about them, and I already decided that if it comes to my way, that ayahuasca or the other healing plants, I wanted to do that. So then, when we went to the Calca, close to the Machu Picchu, I have friends that they live in Calca. They have a house over there. It's a small village, not that much touristic. Pisac is very touristic though, by the way. So then we were staying with my Turkish friends in Calca, their house with Paul and me. And then I asked them about ayahuasca, other healing plants. And they said that like in this area, shamans or that kind of coaches, like they do the ayahuasca ceremonies and San Pedro ceremonies. We never had a chance to do the San Pedro though. Somehow it didn't come to our way, but ayahuasca came to our way. Our friends knew the shaman called Diego. So that full moon ceremony was really recommended to us by our Turkish friends, and we joined that. So in my experience, I can say that like they serve the ayahuasca ceremonies really like a shot glass kinda little cups. It's a very thick and very disgusting taste drink, and it's very dark color. So shaman first talks about it, and then starts the ceremony. Everybody goes on the line to the shaman and takes their shot kinda. And I got my first shot. It didn't affect me at all, but he was affected a lot after the first shot, like maybe 10-15 minutes later or maybe half an hour later. He was totally gone. He was like talking with the wall that we already talked
one
about.
of the things you don't have this presence of time. Like time is
exactly
you're
during
not,
that time, yeah. But at the same time, it makes you puke a lot. That's why they gave us buckets. And then they gave us toilet paper because it makes you
it flushes your system.
Exactly, empties your intestines. Yeah, so they gave toilet paper for that. Anyways, and then I think maybe 1 hour later, 2 hours later, shaman served the second shot. Until the second shot, I was totally fine. I was like this, like nothing happened to me at all. And I was so scared that like I would be losing myself so badly. But then actually that happened to me after the second shot. That time you remember because you came back to yourself. Yeah, I remember I was really in dark. All my subconscious, all my fears came out to the surface. But it was like I was in my subconsciousness reality. Like I have a fear of cockroaches or spiders, like this kind of bugs, and they were all over me, for example. Monsters, aliens, they were like all over me. My family, my deepest worries, everything like came out. Like I was really living that reality though. I was almost losing my mind though. I was really screaming and yelling. And shaman's wife, Milagros, our daughter's how do you say it? Namesake. She came to me, shaman's wife, Milagros.
Her name was Milagros, and
yeah,
she came to help you because you were crying out, and she was like,
I was really suffering, and she was like holding me and petting my back, my body, and she was telling me that like you are safe, come back here. And that was coming to me like a, how can I say it, further away voice. But I felt that I had to listen her. I had to pay attention, focus on her sentences. And then that made me come out from my fear world. Yeah. And then I started to come back to myself too, of course. And then they shaman served the third shot. And then I got the third shot. Then after the third shot, I started to feel totally opposite of my fears. I started to feel very deep, very massive, unconditional love and oneness, wholeness. I was total, complete in myself, and I was total in love, complete in love. Yeah, that happened to me too. I was so happy that time. I ate those fruits very happily. Yeah, that was my first ceremony, and it was the most intensive one. I did 7 ceremonies. I am that kind of person. I do nothing like for huge amount of time in my life, and then when I see something is really happening me, I exaggerated it some. Yeah, like 7 times. You did 5. I did 7 times. I remember.
I can't remember where the 5th one was because we did it in Calcutta at their house.
The second one was that one.
Yeah. And then we did it in the Amazon in Iquitos.
Iquitos. The
Amazon basin place.
Yeah, I don't remember now exactly. Infierno.
Okay. So that was, and then that was the 3rd time. The 4th time.
The 4th time.
Or was it Diego's other retreat center? Where was my 5th time?
Oh, you did 4, yeah. We totally remember.
Okay.
I remember wrong. You did 4. So I did extra one with the other San Francisco friend, American friend, in Olayta Tambo.
Yeah, to the lady's house and did it.
And then I did one more with the different Amazon shaman that Diego's friend. You didn't come that.
Yeah.
So I did
6.
I did 6. You did 4.
Yeah.
I remember totally wrong numbers. Okay. So that one. And then when we did the ceremony in Infierno with different shaman, that time I saw our future though. Yeah, I told you this, and then it happened to us. Yeah, we couldn't separate, and we decided to get married. Yeah,
and here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, and then
today is our American wedding anniversary.
Yes,
in fact, too. Remember
exactly.
that? So we got married twice. Once in Turkey here, and then when after she immigrated, we got married in. Wasn't really married. We had a ceremony in the United States.
We got married in the United States with some kind of healing, light, angels, guides, God ceremony.
Yeah.
It was pretty special. It was pretty amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yeah. It's 9 years.
No, well,
2015.
2016. No, that was actually 17. We had
That was 2017 though.
Yeah.
But our first marriage in Istanbul,
The official
yani
marriage, yeah.
official marriage ceremony,
2014 in September, yeah.
2014. It's 9 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This September, 9 years.
We did in the USA another ceremony.
Yeah, it was just a ceremony, wasn't a marriage. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about another healing ceremony, like plant ceremony, but it wasn't plant though. Combo.
Oh, I mean, no,
In Peru.
in Peru,
In Peru,
not in the
Peru.
United States.
Did I say
I
United
don't know,
States?
maybe.
Maybe.
But
I'm
yeah, in Peru we did that
Yeah.
frog poison.
I'm getting sleepy, so I may have said United States. I'm not sure. Yeah, we can talk about it in the next video though, because this is getting really long. I'm getting really sleepy. I'm tired some. Yeah.
Tamam.
Okay. I love you aşkım.
Love you too, Betin'im.
Yeah. I love you all. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.